in Indianapolis. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with Eli Manning and the New York Giants. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the rookie from NC State, this is Nyheim Hines. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now a toss play. It's Hines. Room to run past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off of play action. Luck. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside, but let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Back to throw. Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Love. He's going to look deep down the field. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, there has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
So after the INT, it's Manning. And his first pass is incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And now it's second down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. the rookie first-rounder from Penn State, Saquon Barkley. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's go.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. First down carry for Barkley. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And you remember pre-draft, there's a lot of speculation that the Giants should look for their future quarterback at number 2 with a great possibility. Remember, Sam Darnold from USC was still on the board, but they passed on him to take this runner, Saquon Barkley. And this is exactly why. They think he can extend the life of Eli Manning's career and give them 1,000-yard seasons year after year.
They haven't had a 1,000-yard season since 2012. Ahmad Bradshaw did it then. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Zebra.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Working from the gun, Manning. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Manning able to find OBJ there for a Giants first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? To throw on 2nd down is Hill. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. There he goes inside the 30. A huge play there on the screen pass. And even 40 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll try to run it in with Abdullah. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to pound it in with Goldman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. Barkley will try to punch it in. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
And the kick by Rosas is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8.
Let it roll.
They run with Hines. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Locke. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bad.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Throwing on 1st down is Manning. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. On 2nd and 10, Hill. Hill's hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 3rd and long, it's Manning. He finds his target, Beckham. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now, to be frank, a silly penalty there trying to block the field goal, and that leads to a fresh set of downs. After the penalty, they go with Barkley, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 2nd down, here's Manning. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Jabal Sheard in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. 3rd and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack. To throw is Manning. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Alex Lauletta. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Giants add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done? Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
They begin the drive with Hines. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And while there is no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Kareem Martin in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's got room. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes our score 17-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Locke. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. He got 29 yards that time. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Colts on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Locke. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now this is fielded in the end zone, so a change of possession here on the punt. And the Giants will get it now at the 20. New York set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hey, gun.
Now a play fake. Manning. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Barkley on the counter. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. And another timeout taken by the Colts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The Giants on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Now Manning. And he's hit and taken down. Eli sacked. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken at the 37. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And the Colts getting ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing is Love. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Back to the air. Luck on 2nd down. It's caught inside the 25. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Manning now on 1st down. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. The handoff to Abdullah. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
All right, here we go.
A handoff to Barkley. It'll be a gain of 11, and that'll bring up a third down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Giants on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Manning. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. And Rosas puts this one through. And the lead now increases to 20-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
This is Hines. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They give him a gain of 38.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. That was a nice little setup there off play action for the long touchdown pass.
Yeah, I've got to tell you, it brings back bad memories for a guy like me as a former defensive back, because in a playbook I knew a long time ago, we described that play pattern as draw pass 9 go, meaning fly pattern after the play action pass, trying to hit him for the deep ball, and boy, were they successful on that one. So tough because his speed is so great. You've got to make sure you don't miss any cues or keys in order to try and keep up with it.
Draw past 9 go. That's still a nightmare to this day.
Yeah, I still wake up in the middle of the night and feel the guy going past me.
New York set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they've got to make sure they let him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now Manning throwing on second down. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. After the interception, it's Love. 20! Brought in over the middle by Graham. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A very solid gain of 27. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Here's Hines on a toss play. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They run again with Hines, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a one-score game. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll weave his way up, all the way up, a few yards shy of midfield.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Again, it's Barkley. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. On 1st down, Manning. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Matthias Sterling. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Here's Locke. Under a heavy rush, rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, here's Love. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Locke. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big conversion on 3rd for the Colts. And even 50 yards.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the 1st down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st down, it's Long. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Hines, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Giants. Russell Shepard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. A big-time special teams play here in the 4th quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
Rosas good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On first down, Locke. And that's complete to Ryan Grant. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one snipped out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. A shotgun snap for Locke. And Locke will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off at the 39. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Locke. And that is incomplete. Ryan Grant, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, Luck again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. On the toss, there goes Gallman. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. They'll run again. This time it's Abdullah. And they're running right through it. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the 4th quarter, They're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there? And that's run the football.
This is Gallman. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
A second down run for Abdullah. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Giants on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They go with Abdullah again. Oh, and now he bowls him over.
Wrap up.
Still moving. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Detroit! Detroit!
A shotgun snap for Hill. Buying time to his left. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
3rd and long, dare we say 3rd and a mile. Pass rushers in sprinter stances, they know they've got a chance to get after him on this play. And somehow he finds a way past them, gets away and takes off and picks up a first down. Can you believe it? Wow.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
All right, here we go.
Here's Gallman. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Hot.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a
fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14